Yo, what's going on, everyone? Tyler Adolfo here again with another video. Today, we're going to be doing a reaction to George Carlin, Life is Worth Losing. Don't be too depressed. Actually, be really happy because George Carlin puts depressing things in an extremely enlightening way that just is reality. So, get with the program. This has 18 million views. That's just absolutely crazy. And it was uploaded October 31st, 2016. That's pretty cool. I don't know he was still making content. Good for George Carlin. No, it's chill. I know, chill, boomer. Calm down. All right, let's just get into it.
But say what you want about America, land of the free, home of the brave. We got some dumbass motherfuckers floating around this country. Dumbass motherfuckers. You know?
The worst are in power.
Now, obviously, that doesn't include this audience. I understand that.
Oh no.
You seem intelligent, perceptive, but the rest of them, holy jumping fucking shitballs. Dumber than a second coat of paint. And this ain't just ranting and raving. This ain't just blowing off steam. I got a little evidence to support my claim. It just seems to me that only a really low IQ population could have taken this beautiful continent, this magnificent American landscape that we inherited. Well, actually, we stole it from the Mexicans and Indians, but
Genocide.
it was nice when we stole it. It looked pretty good. It was pristine. Paradise. Have you seen it lately? Have you taken a good look at it lately? It's fucking embarrassing. Only a nation of unenlightened half-wits could have taken this beautiful place and turned it into what it is today, a shopping mall. A big fucking shopping mall.
Dude, there's literally advertising everywhere. We get bombarded with advertisement. It's literally in every single aspect of our lives. There is no break from corporate America. And then, of course, we're destroying the environment in the process. But are we really? I think it's actually us being destroyed by the environment and the universe, if you really think about it and get into it. If you want to go deep down that rabbit hole.
You know that?
What are we doing?
That's all you've got here, folks. Mile after mile of mall after mall. Many malls. Major malls and mini malls. They put the mini malls in between the major malls. And in between the mini malls, they put the mini marts. And in between the mini marts, you got the car lots, gas stations, muffler shops, laundromats, cheap hotels, fast food joints, strip clubs, and dirty bookstores. America the Beautiful. One big transcontinental commercial cesspool. And how do the people feel about all this? How do the people feel about living in a coast-to-coast shopping mall? Well, they think it's just fucking dandy. They think it is cool as can be, because Americans love the mall.
Eat, sleep, consume, work, eat, sleep, consume, work, eat, sleep, consume, work, eat, sleep, consume, work. Obedient workers, you know it.
They love them all. That's where they get to satisfy their two most prominent addictions at the same time: shopping and eating. Millions of semi-conscious Americans, day after day, shuffling through the malls, shopping and eating, especially eating. Americans love to eat. They are fatally attracted to the slow death of
It's my
fast
frat
food.
belly.
Hot dogs, corn dogs, triple bacon cheeseburgers, deep fried butter dipped in pork fat and cheese whiz,
We'll get some
mayonnaise, soaked
muscle.
barbecue, mozzarella, patty melts. Americans will eat anything. If you were selling sauteed raccoons' assholes on a stick, Americans would buy them and eat them.
Yo, I would try that.
Butter and put a little salsa on them. This country is big time, pig time. Forget the bald eagle. You know what the national emblem of this country ought to be? A big bowl of macaroni and cheese. A big bowl, because everything in this country
Brought
is
to you by
king
Velveeta.
size. King size, extra large, and super jumbo. Especially the fucking people. Have you seen some of the people in this country? Have you taken a good look at some of these big fat motherfuckers walking around?
Governor Chris Christie.
Big fat motherfuckers. Oh my God. Huge piles
Rosie
of redundant
O'Donnell.
protoplasm lumbering through the malls.
That
like
girl
a fleet of
Bernice
interstate
from high
buses.
school.
The people in this country are immense, massive bellies, monstrous thighs, and big fat fucking asses. And if you stand there for a minute, you look at one of them, you begin to wonder, how does this woman take a shit? How does she shit? And even more frightening, how does she wipe her ass? Can she even locate her asshole? She must require assistance. Are paramedics trained in this field? And standing right next to her, of course, with a plate full of nachos and a mouthful of pie is her clueless fucking husband, Joe Sixpack. With his monstrous swollen beer belly hanging dangerously out over his belt buckle, this guy ain't seen his dick since the Nixon administration. And if you stand there and you look at the two of them,
That's
you
a long
begin to
time.
wonder to yourself, do these people fuck? Is this man actually capable of fucking this woman?
That's actually one of the underlying causes of the epidemic of Karens screaming at people without masks in stores. Is there's a rising number of Americans who are just simply not getting vagina and dick. That's all it is. That's all it is, folks. If more guys get more vaginas, their wives will be less happy.
It doesn't seem
I'm sorry. Did I say that the wrong? I don't even know at this point. Who knows with those Karens? They're everywhere. Too many of them all over the place.
structurally possible that these two people could achieve penetration. Maybe they're in that Cirque du Soleil or something. I'm telling you, the people in this country are every one of them is 50 pounds overweight. They are gargantuan. And in the summertime, God help us.
Dude, that Circus Soleil episode of South Park was the worst, by the way. Random thought.
In the summertime, they all
So
want to
annoying.
wear short pants. Jesus, Lord, protector of all that is good and holy, deliver me from fat people in short pants. They all got short pants, big bellies, fat thighs, and dumb kids. Short pants, big bellies, fat thighs, and dumb kids. Every one of them's got two dumb-ass kids with them. And the whole family is wearing T-shirts, and every one of them's got the same T-shirt. I'm with stupid. Apparently in this country, the stupids are an extended family.
Oh, yeah.
And besides wearing them T-shirts, everyone in the family's got on a backpack. They got a backpack strapped to their back so they can carry around lots of stupid shit. And the reason they got to carry their stupid shit strapped to their backs is because their hands must remain free at all times to hold food. And to get that food up to the mouth where it gets shoveled in with all the rest of the disgusting shit they ate that day. And another reason for the backpacks is these people are going to buy even more stupid shit. They ain't got enough stupid shit at home. They just had a stupid shit sale. They ain't got to buy more. They're going to go out in the parking lot and stuff this stuff into the big, fat, ugly, oversized SUV that's got plenty of room in it. Plenty of room in it for stupid shit and lots of room left over for these big, fat, ugly motherfuckers to get them home. Stopping, of course, for jelly roll and fried dough.
It's a bunch of Peter Griffins these days.
These people are efficient, professional, compulsive consumers. It's their civic duty. Consumption. It's the new national pastime. Fuck baseball.
I think most people today don't even know what civic or duty even is. It's a sad state of affairs.
Consumption. The only true, lasting American value that...
Lots of affairs. Remember that show? There used to be a show Cheaters. They used to expose that. Yeah, double meaning when I said that.
...that's left. Buying things. Buying things. People spending money they don't have on things they don't need. Money they don't have on things they don't need. So they can max out their credit cards and spend the rest of their lives paying 18% interest on something that costs $12.50. And they didn't like it when they got it home anyway. Not too bright, folks. Not too fucking bright. But if you talk to one of them about this, if you isolate one of them, you sit them down rationally, you talk to them about the low IQs and the dumb behavior and the bad decisions, right away they start talking about education. That's the big answer to everything. Education. They say we need more money for education. We need more books, more teachers, more classrooms, more schools. We need more testing for the kids. You say to them, well, you know, we've tried all of that, and the kids still can't pass the test. You say, oh, don't you worry about that. We're going to lower the passing grades. That's what they do in a lot of these schools now. They lower the passing grades so more kids can pass. More kids pass, the school looks good, everybody's happy, the IQ of the country slips another 2 or 3.
And horrible teachers just blame it all on George Bush's Head Start or Obama's Common Core. They all suck, by the way.
Points, and pretty soon all you'll
Thoughts
need to
were
get into college is a fucking pencil. Got a pencil? Get the fuck in there. It's physics. Then everyone wonders why 17 other countries graduate more scientists than we do. Education. Politicians know that word.
That's the thing. We don't wonder. It's almost like it's by design, right? We know it needs to be done, but we don't do it.
They use it on you. Politicians have traditionally hidden behind 3 things: the flag, the Bible, and children. No child left behind. No child left behind. Oh, really? Well, it wasn't long ago you were talking about giving kids a head start. Head start, left behind. Someone's losing fucking ground here. But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. is the reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice.
You don't. Look at all the people in the audience, how glued they are to what he's saying. Even back then, it just made so much sense. But today, it's good to see people appreciate the wisdom that he was sharing and just how straightforward and honest he was about the broken system we have. And there really seem to be much we can do about it.
You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for them.
So not anyone who does get in who truly cares, if that even happens either, they can easily just be destroyed by the powers of the system. The owners of this country could easily just level the powers of media to paint them as something they're not, or distort their message, say that they don't care about the people even though they do. That's what makes it so difficult. I remember seeing a stat that 99% of media is owned by just 6 corporations. We don't have diversity of choice, and that's a fundamental problem that we have in our discourse right now. There is no... people think they're having original thoughts. They're really just regurgitating what they hear. No critical thinking allowed.
I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right.
And educated ain't the same thing as a college degree. That's where people get it mixed up too.
They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork, and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later, because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long, where they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged. And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hard-working people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. You know? Nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on. The fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because
there's been multiple times through our history where there have been great awakenings, where mass social movements have arisen, and yet the power structures still seem to maintain their exact place. They'll take steps back. Or a new class will rise and just do the same thing that the previous class did. That's kind of just like the cycle of life. It kind of goes back to like that Thomas Hobbes theory that everyone is naturally evil. But I don't think George Carlin believed that. I don't think many of his fans believe that. The fact that he would do something like this, this kind of performance, just shows that there is possibility for better hope. And that hope is not being dependent on a nanny state to take care of you or to achieve your dreams for you and your family, because it's never going to happen. The American dream won't happen for you if you depend on it from leaders. You have to do it of your own free will and accord, and not let some government figurehead be your end all be all. Don't live by media. Don't live in fear all the time. Don't have a boogeyman at all times. That doesn't mean you dismiss everything as false or that you accept everything as true, but you're a critical thinker. You question things. You follow scientific method. That you follow your morals. You stick to your gut. And do your best to enjoy this life and be in the moment, because you never know what moment will be your last. And that's my perspective. Life is worth losing. Dumb Americans. George Carlin. Excellent video. It has 18 million views. Make sure you check it out if you haven't seen it. 367,000 likes too. That's incredible. Everyone, take care. Have an excellent day. God bless.